Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more
Those niggas around me so cold, man, my heart done froze. I build an empire on a load of knocks. Don't know I'm the weatherman. I take that cocoa leaf and make that snow. Sit back, watch it turn the dough, watch it go out the door. O after O, you know, homie, I'm just triple beam dreaming. Niggas be scheming. I finna live the good life. The things are just fiending. Conceal my weapon nice and neat so you can't see. The penitentiary is definitely out the question for me.
This is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's pond. Bright like city life.
Yo, what is poppin'? Before the video starts, I just want to let you all know that I give readings, just like the ones that you see every Monday on my channel. I give on point Orisha Tarot card readings for singles and also for couples. I also do natal chart consultations. My Everything is Everything reading is by far my bestseller. If you want to check out any of these services, please visit my website at www.bandclaptv.com. And also, when you go to that website and you scroll down, you will see a link to go to my shadow work class. In this time that we're in right now, shadow work is very, very important. Getting to know yourself, your inner child, really knowing who you are. All of these things are extremely important, and I have a very, very informative self-paced course. Shout out to Spiritual Ascension University and Melanie the Spirit Doula for allowing me to be able to give you all this very, very priceless course, if I do say so myself. So again, if you want to check these things out, go to my website, www.bandclaptv.com. All right. Yo, what is poppin', YouTube fam? It's the top of the week, so you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Mr.BandClap, at it again with another on point Orisha Tarot forecast spread for the week of Monday, June the 7th through Sunday, June the 13th of 2021. Man, so much has transpired within this last week. I can say that health-wise, I'm feeling so much better. Shout out to my soul family who's been helping me with this journey. I'm about to start being the spokesperson for kombucha tea, because when I tell you, this kombucha tea has been giving me energy that I didn't even really have like that, before this sickness when I was well. I mean, I'm able to work out a lot harder. I'm able to play more basketball games without getting tired. My energy is just crazy. It's through the roof. And y'all can see and witness this change in energy because I've been putting out so many videos. So I'm gonna keep this going. I'm gonna keep dropping more shorts and stuff like that. And a lot of my, I would say most of my live streams are gonna be moved to Patreon. And if you want to see my podcast before they're released on YouTube, and also if you want to see this full spread where I pull every single card so you can get the full synopsis of what to expect for this week, you can find all of these things on my Patreon at www.patreon.com/BandClapTV. So, as you know, This right here is going to be just a overall message for the week. These are by day, Monday through Sunday. Now, like I always say, you may not experience or go through the things that I'm going to cover on that particular day, but it's just something for you to be cognizant about during this week. So let's start with the overall and let's see what we got. Okay, so we got the Four of Earth upright, and this is definitely what I've been feeling. This is definitely the energy that I've been feeling. You know, I knew that the things that I was going through, the different changes that I was going through, even though it hurt, you know, even though my recovery was very slow, I made it through. And I can honestly say that the way I've been feeling, you know, since I'm at the very, very, very tail end of this sickness, I'm feeling better than I was before I got sick. And you know, it's kind of weird to say that, but I truly feel like when a snake sheds its skin and the beautiful coat of skin that's under that dead skin is a sight to behold. So some of us, we may not be at this at the top of the mountain just yet, but for those who are reaching the top of their mountain, we know that this card talks about, by perseverance, you attain the success you had planned, gaining very important ground through which you can control, manage, and order. Success can bring loneliness, however, and to reach this success, perhaps you shall sleep alone. This talks about profits. The goat always reaches the top of the mountain. So this is just motivation. We know that Capricorn is a very, very slow moving sign. And a lot of us, we feel like that things have been going super slow and stuff like that. You know, I've been feeling like the healing process for my sickness was super slow. But being at the tail end of it and just seeing how my body has changed, seeing the weight that I lost, being able to experience the energy, the newfound energy that I feel, it makes me grateful that I had to go through that mountain, because there were a lot of toxins, there were a lot of stuff that was in my body that needed to be released. And, you know, sometimes a sickness is the only way to fully release those things, because when you're going through that sickness, you're not really eating like that, so you're not putting more toxins in your body. And I can't sit up here and say that I was just eating super right, you know. So all of that stuff builds up, and you know, with me being in my 30s now, I really gotta watch what I put in my body. I gotta really watch how much weight that I'm putting on my joints and all of that stuff, because you know, I want to be agile. I want to feel young and agile and full of energy for a long time. You know, I want to have that Dr. Sebi type of energy, to where he almost 90 years old and he's in a better shape than a lot of 50-year-olds and a lot of 40-year-olds, and he's still out here having kids. You know, so rest in paradise to the great Dr. Sebi. And yeah, this is a really good card. I'm so glad that this is going to be the overall energy for this week. So let's see what Monday has for us. Excuse my nails. Another thing about this tea is that it has been growing everything on my body. So these nails have been super crazy. And also my skin has been shedding. So this has definitely been a transformation process for me. So as you can see, we have the Baba Luaye reversed, and then we also have the Two of Water reversed. As you can see, there is a Pisces sign right there, and that's going to be very, very important. I think Monday was the day of the new moon in Gemini. I wasn't really energetically feeling doing dropping this on Monday. I just wasn't feeling it energetically, but my spirit team still wanted me to put out some type of message for the soul family. So that's why I ended up putting out that 3 things that can make you a spiritual Floyd Mayweather. And this was just something that just happened out the blue. I wasn't even thinking about doing that short, but it just happened. That's how it is. Inspiration can strike at any moment, in any situation, at any time. So that's exactly what happened. And I just really want you all to make sure that you're viewing and that you're liking and that you're commenting on my shorts, because it helps it to go up the algorithm. And it also shows me that you all like these, because if I don't feel like that I'm doing something that you all can benefit from, I won't do it. So I definitely appreciate you all's support. A lot of you soul family members have been sending me messages and stuff like that behind the scenes, and I really appreciate y'all. So we know who Baba Luaye signifies. We know he signifies someone with a high fraternal spiritual sense, someone that is charitable with humanitarian power, someone who has a spirit of service with a strong imagination and a organizing mind, someone who is strongly sensitive to the pain of others and is willing to cooperate as much as possible. And this is something that becomes more noticeable with the passing of time. So this Baba Luaye, this kind of represents the type of energy that we need to be having at this time, the Baba Luaye upright. Because this is talking about right now, the mind. Right now, your mind is going to be extremely, extremely important. We know that we're in the Gemini season. Gemini deals with the 3rd house, which is the house of mindset. So literally, when I say the mind is all and the universe is mental, that is really, really the premise of this week, and just the premise of everything that's been going on. I haven't really been paying too much attention to the media, so I apologize. I can't really give you a lot of media parallels. So this is just going to be just me just talking to the soul family. It is extremely important right now to protect your mind. Very, very important right now. I remember Monday, I had a bit of a nightmare. And it was funny how every single piece of the nightmare had something to do with a person that I pat down on Sunday when I was at work, even down to the last thing that I watched on YouTube, my last thought before I went to sleep. All of these things played a part in this nightmare. And the crazy part about it was when I woke up from that nightmare, and then I kind of thought about what the nightmare was about and, what it was trying to teach me. Number one, when I thought about the details that was in that nightmare, the issues were so little, but in the nightmare, it was like those little issues were very, very huge in that nightmare. And the other thing that I noticed was that the lesson that it was trying to teach me was very low vibrational, and it was something that I kind of already knew. And then I instantly started to think that, something was wrong with me. Why is it that my vibration got so low that I was able to have this nightmare? Because this is the first nightmare that I've had in a long, long, long time. And then I had to think about it. Number one, I got out the club really, really late on Sunday. I got off work really late. And since I'm on the road, I pretty much wake up when the sun comes up. Because a few hours after the sun comes up, it gets really, really hot. So I'm getting off at around 3 something. And then once I get to my destination so I can go to sleep, it's about 4 something. And I'm taking this Robitussin, which I don't even know why I started taking that. But that was the only thing that I could take that could truly soothe my throat. But the drawback is, if you don't get enough sleep when you take that Robitussin, it makes you extremely, extremely drowsy. And you just feel so low. It just feels like you're just vibrating so low and you just feel so weak. So if this was any other night where I'm getting my 6 to 8 hours of sleep, it would have been cool. But this particular night, I only really got 2 hours of real sleep before the sun came up. And probably that last hour or two before it got real, real hot, that was the time that I had that nightmare. So now, me looking at this in retrospect, I'm like, oh, now I see what happened. When that Robitussin that didn't wear off, and due to my lack of sleep, and when I say lack of sleep, I mean lack of a true good night's sleep, I was vibrating so low that it kind of made me vulnerable for a spiritual attack. And it was funny because just like this 2 of water reverse says, when I woke up, I was confused. I had sorrow. I had the wrong type of mystification that I was trying to sift through. But as soon as I got up and drunk my kombucha tea, got me a little food in my stomach, went to the gym and started working out, I literally had the best night ever. So I told y'all that story to say this. The Babaluaye card reversed. This talks about you vibrating at a very, very low mental level, and this is opening you up for physical and spiritual attacks, and also illnesses and things like that, because we know that Babaluaye can bring about illnesses and pandemics. But when he's upright, he can also heal these things. And that's why energetically I felt so much better once I drank that tea and I was able to raise my vibration up. So taking care of your mental, taking care of your mind, keeping your mind on high vibrational things, keeping your mind on your mission, keeping your mind on your mission is very, very important. Because if you don't, again, this Two of Water talks about confusion, tears, sorrow, breakup. The sea is rough, although the surface is calm. Therefore, its depth is frightening and dark, which brings up violence, psychic instability, and untrue feelings. And remember, that Pisces sign is to tell you that it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. The confusion, the sorrow, everything that you're feeling is all an illusion. And it's because your mental has been compromised. You need to take back the power of your mind. Now, this all makes sense. Because I went to the crossroad yesterday to pay my respects to Legba, to Eshu, to Metcalfu, and Ayazan. And this is something that I do. I used to make videos and stuff like that showing me at the crossroads, but I stopped doing that because the more I got into this spirituality, me going to the crossroads became more of just a intimate thing that I like to do just to give thanks for all the things that these energies have done for me, all the things that they're doing, and all the things that they're about to do in the future for me. And usually when I leave the crossroads, Legba likes to hear the big payback, you know? But it was weird because this time when I left the crossroad, he wanted to hear this song by James Brown called Mind Power. And I didn't really understand why he wanted to hear that song until now, until I'm doing this reading right now, you know? So yeah, really, really watch what you expose your mind to, because with this energy right now, you can very well be creating your own hell and not even realize it. All right. So let's see what Tuesday has for us. All right. So, if you don't heed this message, and because your mind is ill, since your mind is mentally ill, because the idle mind is a devil's playground, you're not focused on your mission, you know, and you're confused, you got sorrow. Now, this Two of Fire reverse, this is spiritual vulnerability. You don't want this. This is talking about holes in your aura. This is talking about holes that can leave you open for an attack. And this is the reason why I came out with that short about being the spiritual Mayweather. You know, remember the second house. This talks about your values, your valuables, your self-worth, your self-esteem. And if you feel low self-esteem, low self-worth, and all of those things emotionally, and you keep feeling like that because of the mental illness that you got, then it's gonna automatically lower your spirits, and you don't want this. This talks about losing strength, imprudence, lack of security measures against outside dangers. Remember what I said about if you got a strong aura, there's no weapon that can be formed against you that will prosper when you got that strong, impenetrable aura. But if you're feeling like this emotionally and you're feeling like this spiritually, now your aura looks like a wiffle ball, you know? And there's no way that you're going to be able to keep yourself free of these attacks if your aura is compromised. So this talks about your defenses are weak, your actions do not coincide with your feelings or what is proper. You know? So you don't want to be like this, especially not this week. You know, you're supposed to be the GOAT. Because right now, as long as you're headstrong, this talks about feast, happiness, times of great beauty and joy. And as long as you're feeling like this, now this turns upright. Now you're getting opportunities. Now you're getting companionship, the joining of forces, and all of these things. You know, you walking into new doors that you never thought would have existed. And you're walking with pride, you know? So let's see what Wednesday has for us. All right. So this is the Four of Water. And this is another bad card when it's upright. But again, all of this bad stuff it all started with this being mentally ill. You know, letting this parasite be able to cling itself on to your mind. And then that parasite starts to drain you emotionally. Then it starts to drain you physically. Now you're feeling the effects of all of these drainages in the physical realm. This talks about fatigue, dissatisfaction, lack of happiness because of material losses. You should have taken advantage of certain opportunities. But now the only thing remaining is for you to wait for a new opportunity. You know, since you were so mentally ill and so emotionally distraught because of you being mentally ill, you're not being careful of what you're intaking in your mind. So you're mentally ill with all of these parasites that's in your mind. You're going through all of these emotional and spiritual battles that you're missing out on opportunities that could have propelled you forward. You're missing out on these opportunities, and now you're doing the we could have had it all. You know, I wish I can go back and turn the hands of time. Now you sound like R. Kelly. I wish I can go back and turn back the hands of time. You know, because now this is you, you know, going through financial issues. This is you going through physical issues, all things that could have been prevented had you been able to see these opportunities that were right in front of you. You know, but since you were so mentally ill, you wasn't able to see none of this stuff. So now, you know, you just gotta wait until the new opportunity arrives. But if you're like this Babalu Aye reversed and you don't hurry up and start doing that shadow work, you're going to continue to miss these opportunities. And you're going to continue to go through this cycle over and over and over. So let's see what Thursday has for us. Oh, man. So now this is talking about since you're mentally ill and the mind is all and the universe is mental, which means that you are a universe. You're a walking universe in your mind, you know? So now even your spirit team, even your orishas, even your spirit team that wants to help you to get out of this funk. You know, you can get so mentally ill that you can't even tap in no more. You can't tap in no more and get the messages that you're supposed to get. You can't even tap in and feel this beautiful ocean energy anymore. So when I see this ocean reverse, I understand what it means in the context of this. But let's see what the baby ocean has to say. My Leo moons. Oh God. Yep. So this speaks for itself. You know, the 10 of Earth. This was a opportunity that was actually orchestrated by your spirit team. You know, something that you always wanted, but since mentally, you're so caught up in trying to deal with these demons that you haven't done that shadow work so you can get over this. Now, you know, that opportunity has now gone down the drain. All that money, all the resources that you could have got, you missed out. You missed out on it. This talks about excessive ambition, loss of a beloved, an inheritance or a legacy, loss of everything saved, and all you have. You lost all you have. Disrespect to your elders and for the wisdom of all times. You know, it's a disrespect to your elders when you get like this and you start to denounce that you start to feel like no one loves you, no one cares about you. You know, that's what this is talking about. You know, you're shutting everybody out. You don't want to talk to nobody because you're feeling down because of this mental illness, this mental parasite that is eating away at your life force. You know. So yeah, this is a clear message. This ain't even the baby ocean. But for my baby oceans, you better watch what you're exposing your mind to right now. You know, stay emotionally balanced, stay spiritually balanced, stay focused on your mission. You know, remember, you were put here to be a queen, not a city girl. You know, that city girl stuff is the mental illness. You know, because at the end of the day, you might have some opportunities over here. You know, you might have some guys, some shangos, some baby issues that might want to give you a try. But if you're tapped into this mental illness music and this mental illness media manipulation, you're tapped into this city girls, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B type of attitude. And I'm saying that because most of these women don't really act like the caricature that they're showing you in the media in real life. You know, you see these women in real life. Some of them are married. You know, some of them are in relationships and all of this stuff, but they make music that talk about the opposite. And if you listen to this and you turn into this and you act like this, and you got a Shango, you know, you got a King Shango, or you got a issue that is a established businessman, but he came from the hood, so he know the destruction that these type of women can bring you. And he see that you look like this, or not look like, but he see that you're mental and your spirit is like this. You can be as beautiful as Oshun, but he's not gonna want to be with you. He's not gonna want to take that chance with you and risk the business and risk everything that he's worked so hard to create. So for my baby Oshuns, definitely watch out. Watch out. Keep your mind pure. Stay on your mission. You know, I don't care if you gotta go listen to jazz, you know, listen to old school R&B, you know, listen to music that our grandparents used to listen to, that encouraged you to be in your divine feminine, that encouraged you to get married, you know, that encouraged you to be a woman. You know, if you got to do that, you know, you got to cut your friends off. Like this card said, this is a lonely road. You know, you might got to cut all your friends off. You know, you might have to be alone. You know, that's how it is when you're trying to be the queen Yalorde. You know, you're not going to be the most popular, you know, because this is what's popular right now. But and this is something that somebody pointed out on YouTube. You would never see people that are one-trick ponies mentioned in the same category as the greats when we talk about the GOATs. You know, so don't let the millions of views and millions of subscribers, and don't let all of these things fool you, because at the end of the day, a lot of these, I hate to say it, a lot of these female rappers that are getting all the Grammys and getting all the awards for this type of message that they're portraying, they're only one-trick ponies, you know. So 10 years from now, when we talk about the GOATs, you know, their names aren't going to be mentioned, you know. So make sure you keep that in mind. All right, so let's see what Friday has for us. Oh man, so now we got the message of Earth reversed. So all of this bad stuff, like, oh my God, it starts right here. I'm trying to tell you, you know, it's like a chain reaction. As soon as your mind and your mental gets compromised, all of this stuff starts to happen, you know. So again, even this message of Earth reverse, this talks about probable financial losses, obstacles in studies, loss of memory, unwillingness to learn, land poor in minerals, lack of fertilizers, drought, desert land, thin parasite-ridden cattle, lost crops, lack of seeds, and so on. This talks about practical jokes that are not funny. Do not be the joker, and try not to be the victim. You know? So again, it's very, very important. You know, this talks about someone who had a major opportunity to be on top of the world. You know, they had an opportunity to where, you know, they could have really been set, but due to their own mental illnesses, they messed all that up. Now they're trying to play the victim. Now they're trying to blame other people. You know, now they're trying to act like, oh, it wasn't really my fault. You know, it was this person. You know, I shouldn't be the only one going down for this. You know, all of this stuff. So in the manosphere, we know, you know, we know who this is talking about. You know, it even shows it right here with the this isn't even the baby Oshun. This is the wayward Oshun. You know, and this is talking about the karma that these wayward Oshuns are gonna get in the future if they're listening to this mentally ill music. You know, having this emotional instability. You know, breaking up with good men. breaking up with good men that could have gave them this tour fire upright, But since they feel like, the grass is greener on the other side, they feel like the city girls are going up, hot girl summer, all of these things. Now they feeling that full of water. Now they're witnessing this 10 of earth reversed. And now, instead of them being looked at as the Queen Oshun, y'all know they're looked at now as the message from earth reversed. And this is something that, this is something that's in the future. You may not see it now. You may not see it now, but if this video is still up, 5-10 years from now, and you'll see that, all of this came true. All right. So we are now in the weekend 80. Let's see what Saturday has for us. Let's see, is this going to turn around? Okay. So the 6 of earth. So this is the 6 of earth upright. We finally got something good. So we see Capricorn right here, and we also see Taurus. And remember what I said about the 6 of earth? This is the taking accountability card. We know that the 6 represents Virgo. We know the 6th house represents the house of work. The house of routines, all of that. So we got the 6th house, and then we got Capricorn. This is hard work. This is you working hard. And a lot of times the work that you're doing, you may not see the results right now. But this is hard work that's going to pay off in the long run. And then you got the Taurus at the end. This is something that you gotta work at. Being the baby Oshun is not easy. With all of this music media manipulation, just trying to control your mind, it's not going to be an easy job for you to be able to keep your purity and your innocence and to be the baby Oshun. Ask Courtney. Ask Courtney Michelle from Lapeef Let's Talk. Ask Six the Goddess. And there's so many few others. Ask the Sun Goddess. How hard it is trying to maintain the baby Oshun purity in this mentally ill music media manipulation field world that we're living in. But if you can find a way to not be affected by this by that mentally ill music media manipulation and other things that's trying to attack your mind, we know that Taurus rules the 2nd house. So in the end, you're going to have the highest self-esteem. In the end, you're going to have all of that luxury, all of the things that a lot of these rappers and stuff like that talk about in their rhymes and in their videos, but they don't really have that. Those are just props for the video, so the video can look good. But you're going to have all of these things for real. This is you working hard and earning everything that you got. Nobody can say that you did something grimy or underhanded to get what you got. And at the end of the day, that's something that's not really praised in the media. You're praised for being shiesty. You're praised for being manipulative and underhanded. You're praised for drugging guys at the hotel and all that stuff that Cardi B was saying, and she didn't get locked up for saying that. You get praised for saying these crazy things that a lot of these women say, knowing good and well that the people that came before them that had these same sentiments, you know, they're in this position now. They're in this position now. You know, so this is talking about taking accountability for the gifts that you were blessed with, and you know, you recognizing and honoring the spirit team and the higher self that blessed you with the gifts that you got. This card talks about you have won because you have received from the powerful one who offers support and equality. Take it as a gift and seize the opportunity. Very, very important. So now let's see what Sunday has for us. All right. And we got the fairies and sylphs. A very, very beautiful way to end this forecast. You know, this kind of sums up a lot, because if you can make it on the other side and be this goat, you know, be this Queen Yalorde, or be this king, you know, if you're a guy, this is the type of person, this is the type of personality that you're going to have. This is the type of disposition that you're going to have on that other side. This talks about someone who is mature, man or woman, who is a dreamer, sensible, inspiring, a poet, an artist, a teacher, a writer, someone with a fine character and strong conviction, someone who is faithful and tender. And remember, these elementals govern the mental functions, taking part in telepathic processes, increasing precognition and clairvoyance, increasing intuition and hypersensitivity. These are the spirit guides that walk with you every single day. And if you're mentally balanced, emotionally balanced, and you're spiritually vibrating on a high level, these fairies and sylphs act as your as different thoughts, different high vibrational thoughts that you have. They act as different messages, warning you about certain things. You know, you might be about to go somewhere and then you have a thought to not go. You're like, man, you know, and when you don't listen, you'll be one of those people that be like, man, something told me not to go. Something told me not to do that. You know, something told me not to mess with that person. You know, and the more you learn from those mistakes, extract the wisdom from it, and then you start to listen to these entities and stuff like that that's trying to help you. This is what makes you that person. You know, this is what makes you those characteristics that I just talked about. So you heeding that message for this week, my friends, you will be glad that you did. All right, y'all. This was the On Point Orisha Tarot forecast for this week. I hope that you all have a very prosperous, very high vibrational week. Be careful of things right now that is going to try to attack your mind. Remember that the mind is all and the universe is mental. And yeah, new videos coming soon, new shorts coming on the way. As you always know, I'm always up to something, you know? So, until next time, peace. What's up, y'all? I hope y'all enjoyed that video, and if you stayed to the end, I appreciate you. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I want to redirect you to my Instagram page. I don't promote my Instagram page a lot, but as my subscriber count and things like that rise due to things like shadow banning and stuff like that, I'm hearing that a lot of people aren't getting my notifications when I go live on YouTube and stuff like that. So for all things BandClap TV, my Instagram page and my story are going to have all of the notifications and things like that when it comes to when I'm going live, when I'm going, when I'm releasing videos, when I'm releasing content. Also on my Instagram page, if you're curious about my reviews for my readings and stuff like that, as you can see on my Instagram, I have a lot of different testimonials and stuff like that. For those who don't know of me as an artist, I also have videos of me performing and stuff like that. I'll be putting out more stuff like that very, very soon. So I'm just trying to get as many people right now to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That is BandClap TV. And also my Facebook and Snapchat, BandClap TV as well. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. And like I always say, no matter what, you got to stay shining. You got to stay shining.